In an era of political turbulence and social unrest, television has become a mirror, reflecting the world's realities through the lens of fiction. This is particularly evident in shows like The Man in the High Castle, The Americans, and The Handmaid's Tale. The Man in the High Castle presents an alternate history where the Axis powers won World War II and America is under the control of Imperial Japan and Nazi Germany. It's a chilling exploration of authoritarianism and the resistance against it. The Americans, on the other hand, takes us back to the Cold War era, portraying the life of two Soviet KGB officers posing as an American couple. It's a thrilling narrative that delves into themes of espionage, patriotism, and the complexity of loyalties. Finally, The Handmaid's Tale, based on Margaret Atwood's dystopian novel, paints a grim picture of a future where women's rights are stripped away, and they are reduced to mere childbearing machines in a totalitarian regime known as Gilead. While these shows might seem like they're drawn from the realms of speculative fiction and history, they offer a commentary on the current political climate. The Man in the High Castle raises questions about authoritarian regimes and how easily freedoms can be lost. The Americans highlights the blurred lines in international politics and the human cost of espionage. The Handmaid's Tale is a stark reminder of the ongoing struggle for women's rights and how quickly progress can be reversed. These narratives, while set in different eras and alternate realities, resonate with the political realities of today. They echo the fears, tensions, and uncertainties that pervade our current global landscape. Through their characters and plots, they shed light on the complexities of power, the importance of resistance, and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Through these shows, we can explore the parallels between the world of fiction and the political realities of today. Let's delve into the alternate reality of The Man in the High Castle. This series presents a world where the Axis powers won World War II, leading to a divided United States controlled by Imperial Japan on the West Coast and Nazi Germany on the East Coast. Key characters like Obergruppenführer John Smith, a high-ranking officer in the American Reich, and Trade Minister Nobusuke Tagomi from the Japanese Pacific States present intriguing parallels to real-world political figures. Smith, with his ruthless efficiency and loyalty to an authoritarian regime, can be compared to those in power who prioritize order and control over individual freedoms. His character is a chilling reminder of the dangers of unchecked authority and blind allegiance. On the other side of the coin, we have Trade Minister Tagomi, a character that embodies diplomacy and peace. His efforts to maintain a delicate balance amidst political tensions resonate with the role of real-world diplomats who strive for peaceful resolutions in a time of escalating international conflicts. The show's theme of authoritarianism is particularly poignant in today's political climate. We see a rise in authoritarian tendencies worldwide, with leaders consolidating power, suppressing dissent, and promoting nationalistic ideologies. The series, though set in an alternate history, reflects these unsettling trends, reminding us of the thin line between democracy and authoritarianism. The Man in the High Castle also explores the concept of resistance against oppressive regimes, a theme that echoes in various parts of the world today. Whether it's fighting for civil liberties, standing against systemic racism, or advocating for climate justice, the spirit of resistance is as relevant today as it is in the show. In essence, The Man in the High Castle serves as a stark mirror, reflecting our world and the political dynamics that shape it. It poses the uncomfortable question: what would our world look like if history had taken a different path? The Man in the High Castle forces us to question: what if history had taken a different turn? Next, we step into the Cold War era with The Americans. This period drama takes us into the lives of Philip and Elizabeth Jennings, two seemingly normal suburban parents who are, in reality, Soviet spies. Their lives are a constant juggling act between maintaining their cover and executing their duties for the motherland. This dual existence is something that real-life spies often grapple with. It's not just about the James Bond-style glamour and action. It's about living a lie, day in and day out, and the toll it takes on one's psyche. Philip and Elizabeth's journey throughout the show also mirrors the evolution of geopolitical relationships. Their initial unwavering loyalty to their homeland begins to waver as they start to question the methods and motives of their leaders, much like how nations often reevaluate their alliances and strategies in the face of changing global dynamics. The Americans also delves deep into the cost of espionage. The show doesn't shy away from showing the emotional and physical toll it takes on the agents and their loved ones. This raw portrayal serves as a stark reminder of the human cost that's often overlooked in the world of international politics. Furthermore, the show's exploration of identity is particularly relevant in today's world, where questions of nationalism and patriotism are more complex than ever. Philip and Elizabeth's struggle with their dual identities as Americans and as Russians reflects the internal conflict many face in our increasingly globalized world. Lastly, the show's portrayal of the constant tension between the United States and Russia serves as a historical backdrop to the present-day geopolitical climate. While the Cold War may be over, the underlying friction and power play between these two nations is still very much a part of our world today. The Americans asks us to consider the human cost behind political machinations. Finally, we journey into the dystopian world of The Handmaid's Tale. This chilling drama, based on Margaret Atwood's novel, presents a society where women's rights are severely curtailed and religious extremism is the law of the land. At the heart of the narrative is Offred, a handmaid forced into servitude in a world where fertility is a prized commodity. Her struggle for freedom and identity symbolizes the fight of many women around the globe. In her, we see echoes of brave women standing up against oppressive regimes, fighting for their rights, and demanding equality. Offred's resilience and resistance, her refusal to be silenced, mirrors the spirit of women's rights activists worldwide. On the other side of the spectrum is Commander Waterford, a high-ranking official who enforces and benefits from the oppressive regime. His character serves as a stark reminder of those in power who exploit religion and ideology for personal and political gain. His manipulation of religious doctrine to justify oppressive policies resonates with instances in our real world where religion is misused to suppress dissent and maintain control. The show's exploration of women's rights and religious extremism is a mirror held up to our world's ongoing political debates. It reflects the struggles for gender equality, the fight against religious intolerance, and the dangers of authoritarianism. In the dystopian world of Gilead, we see a magnified version of the discrimination and injustice that still exist in many parts of our world. The Handmaid's Tale is not just a work of fiction, but a cautionary tale. It warns us of the potential consequences of extreme ideology, the erosion of rights, and the misuse of power. It's a call to action, urging us to question, to resist, and to seek a more equal and fair society. The Handmaid's Tale serves as a grim reminder of the dangers of extreme ideology. Through these shows, we have journeyed through alternate realities, past eras, and dystopian futures. These narratives, while seemingly detached from our present, draw striking parallels to the realities we face today. In The Man in the High Castle, we examined an alternate history where the Axis powers won World War II. This series serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of democracy and the threats posed by authoritarian regimes. The narrative resonates in today's climate, as we witness the rise of nationalist sentiments and challenges to democratic norms across the globe. With The Americans, we revisited the Cold War era, shedding light on the intricate web of international politics and espionage. The show underscores the relevance of geopolitical struggles that persist to this day and the clandestine operations that influence world events behind the scenes. And in The Handmaid's Tale, we delved into a dystopian future, a chilling exploration of a society where women's rights are severely curtailed. This narrative serves as a powerful critique of gender inequality, a battle that continues to be fought in various parts of the world today. While these shows provide us with compelling narratives and characters, they also act as mirrors, reflecting the social and political issues we grapple with today. They challenge us, as viewers, to question the status quo, to confront our own biases, and to engage in meaningful dialogue about the world we want to create. These narratives aren't merely fictional tales spun for our entertainment. They are a commentary on our society, a critique of our failures, and a call to action for a better future. They highlight the importance of vigilance, the value of democratic principles, and the need for equality and justice. In the end, these shows are not just entertainment. They are a reflection of our world, a warning, and a call to action. They remind us that, while we may be captivated by the drama unfolding on screen, we must not lose sight of the realities unfolding around us. And most importantly, they remind us of the power we hold to shape our own narrative and to strive for a world that mirrors the best of our ideals rather than our fears.